Hi, ladies and gentlemen. The world of Vedic numerology is so magical that this represents the character and the purpose of your life. Your date of birth contains a lot of information, and a numerologist can decode a lot of things which are embedded in that date of birth. There are a certain set of numbers in Vedic astrology which divide them into the spiritual plane, emotional plane, and the physical plane. In this small video, I am just going to talk very briefly that which are those numbers and what are their attributes. So the numbers 3, 1 and 9 are found in the spiritual plane. The number 3 represents planet Jupiter, 1 represents Sun and 9 represents Mars. Anybody who has all these three numbers together in their date of birth, this person will be highly spiritual. He will perform religious deeds. He will be endowed with a great spiritual potency. He will be a philanthropist. Sattva Gun will be the prime character in this date of birth. So, for example, if your date of birth is 30/11/1979, in which 3, 1, and 9 are quite prominent, such person you will find them in the spiritual plane. Likewise, there is another set of numbers which we say are in the emotional plane. Which are those numbers? 6, 7, and 5. They represent the thought process and intellect of the person. In Vedic numerology, number 6 represents Venus, which in turn represents all the good things in life, exotic holidays, luxury cars, materialistic pleasure. All these are represented by planet Venus, and hence number 6. Your intellect, your speech, your quality of speech and communication, your hands, your basic intelligence is all represented by number 5, which in turn is represented by the planet Mercury. So if you're ruled by number 5, it shows the that you are basically very intelligent and you have a great speech and communication. So 6 and 5, 6, 7 and 5. For example, if your date of birth is 6th of July 1975, then such people you will find them in the emotional plane. So these three numbers, they constitute the thought process and intellect of that person. The third set of numbers are 2, 8, and 4, which are found in the physical plane. So, like I said, there are three planes. One is your spiritual plane, second is the emotional plane, and third is the physical plane. Now, in physical plane, number 2 represents negative moon, number 4 represents negative sun, and number 8 represents Saturn. People who have number 4 in their chart, you may find them a lack of elan vitae and firmness in decision making. Number 2, which represents a negative moon, they will have a certain upheaval in their thoughts and they will not be very clear in their thinking. Number 8 represents Saturn, and hence Saturn in Vedic numerology, uh, if 8 is your main constituent of the numbers, then it represents hard work and labor. Such person will only get success after a lot of hard work and labor. They are also found to be very rigid, sometimes stubborn, but they are always right. And you should never ever engage with a person of number 8 because they are quite introvert in nature, but once they decide to do something, they are quite rigid about it. So this is a small video about the three sets of numbers 3, 1 and 9, which is there in the spiritual plane, 6, 7 and 5, which is there in the emotional plane, and 2, 8 and 4, which are there in the physical plane. Do follow my videos. I'll be talking more on numerology in my successive videos. Till then, thank you very much.